Hello, my name is Ethan Valentine, and today I will be giving a presentation on the Supreme Court case McDonald versus Chicago, which took place on March 2nd, 2010. Chicago imposed a handgun restriction to combat crimes like death or injury. The process of owning a handgun became more difficult, and not having one registered that was in possession was a crime. McDonald claimed that the city's restrictions on guns violate the 14th Amendment rights. To be specific, the 14th Amendment is all persons born or naturalized in the United States, which included former slaves recently freed. In addition, it forbids states from denying any person life, liberty, or property without due process of law, or to deny any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. McDonald's claim is that by making it illegal to own a handgun is a violation of his due process of the law under the 14th Amendment. Also, he could claim he was denied equal protection of the law, namely the Second Amendment. He is referring to the part in the Second Amendment where it says, "The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." The amendments in question are the 14th and the Second Amendment. And Supreme Court of the United States raised the question, does the Second Amendment apply to the states because it is incorporated by the 14th Amendment's privileges and immunities or due process clauses and thereby made applicable to the states? And as you can see, the judges down on the left corner, which were present during this case. The plaintiff's arguments are as follows. McDonald's first argument was that the Second Amendment is backed up by the 14th Amendment. His second argument was that the first 8 amendments already apply to the states, and therefore the Second Amendment should not be treated differently. And McDonald's other arguments was him referencing a similar case, which was Columbia versus Heller. In the Heller case, which was held in 2008, Chicago had made a law in 1982 that generally prohibited the possession of handguns and the carrying of other firearms except rifles or shotguns in one's home or place of business. The court ruled in Heller's favor, hence Chicago's gun regulation is not reasonable according to McDonald. The defendant's arguments. Chicago says in defense that the people of the city are residents and must follow the procedures. Applying the Second Amendment could cause dangerous uncertainty for states, Chicago says. Despite the Heller case, since McDonald brought it up, this doesn't stop states from making gun laws, so they say. The court decision was a vote of 5-4 in McDonald's favor. And as you can see on the right is Justice Samuel A. Alito. He wrote the majority opinion for the case, making the final decision on June 28, 2010. The majority opinion and reasoning was that the Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms for self-defense is fully applicable to the states under the 14th Amendment. The decision impact, which expanded upon the individual liberty of everyone in the states. And following things are that the right to bear arms was less restrictive in Chicago and could possibly be less restrictive in other states. All states will be much more likely to have challenges regarding to restrictions of the Second Amendment and the 14th Amendment, and we will soon be probably hearing more cases. One case that referenced this one is the Rogers versus Grewal case. which was fairly recent, held on July 15th, 2020. Thank you. That's all.